we have some other footage to show off, and I'm going to show you that now. When you open up that file, that is the file that's listed down below, the location is a little bit different, so I don't see the point of looking through. What you do is, in this section where it says game up here, this section lists off which save file it should focus on, which difficulty it'll choose by default, your name. Don't mess with this, really, it screws up the game. And this whole thing doesn't really matter. Game clear flag is just whether or not it shows you've cleared whatever the mode is. I'll go into that a little bit more later. But at the bottom of the game section, just put in this. Go postal, the capitalization does matter, equals 1, and Pikalove equals 1. And you'll get to see exactly what that does in just a second. Trust me, I think you'll get a kick out of it. You may notice something unusual. I'm by the Redmont save point, and I can use my sword. I can use my magic. So what's up with that? Well, you're going to see. This is what the Japanese call genocide mode. For one very simple reason. Oh, that feels so good. I fought Bear Herd before. But as you can see, you can just walk around casually killing the townsfolk. It's rather bloody. There's lots of skulls, and something else kind of amusing. Walk around. Some people will still talk to you. It seems somewhat of a crapshoot, and as you can tell, since the game is not really designed to react to that, you can actually still talk to where Cynthia was. Just like, can you do the same thing to Adonis? Oh no. But after you leave, everyone regrows. Charge up a fireball. Yeah, it's not really affected because this is sort of a you're screwing the pooch on the game mode, and not really anything to be taken seriously. God, that looks so horrible. So what does this mean? Well, it means we can do a few things rather interestingly. Also, he's on crutches. Why that is, I don't know. Sometimes the random characters will be immune. For example, I can't kill Chester no matter how hard I try. And sometimes some characters will still talk to you like they should. Sorry, Ida. For example, I've had Father Pierre do this a lot. But if you stay back and slash, sometimes you can hit him, sometimes not, and you can still talk to where his corpse is. I am now the priest of Redmond. All shall hail Adelcristin. All of you, Adelcristin, the slayer of men. Doesn't that just look so grotesque? I think it does. There are other ways we can change it, though. Delete those lines. You won't be killing people in town anymore. I 150-10% promise. Put this in instead. Save it as so. You don't have to file save however you want to do it. You can just want to open these in Notepad, by the way. Then open up the configuration utility. I'll show you why in just a moment. When you open up the settings, you can see the settings right here, you get a little bit of Elena popping up. You can right-click on her, choose message, and she'll tell you, by default, just those things. But you can change her outfits to other outfits depending on the level of difficulty the game thinks you've beaten it on. This, you can't really tell it's a red skirt, but it is. You can turn her into a maid. You can also have a cat girl maid, amusingly enough. You can also have her look like either Chester or Otto, but those you really should earn for yourself. Or check out the link below. I'll just link to all of the Elena costumes, because they're kind of priceless.
Hello everyone, this is thespideryone. Corinne asked me to do a little, how I beat Felghana. I think that's the name of the boss. Yeah, Felghana. For those of you who don't know, I'm colorblind, red-green, and it makes this boss kind of difficult. I can't tell when he can only be damaged by fire, or if he can be damaged by earth, and I can't tell whether I'm on the wind element or the fire element. So it's this boss, and any boss that required a lot of switching between bracelets, was pretty difficult for me, this one in particular. From what I saw from Corinne's video, this is supposed to be a quick, if tough match. You're supposed to be aggressive, try to hurt him as much as you can. But that's not really an option for me. What I do is I wail on him as much as I can in the beginning. The way I do this turns it into a bit of an endurance match, which is quite tough, and it takes a long time. This will still take a while. When he turns into where he can only be damaged by wind, I hurt him a little bit there. And when he changes to the next one, which is fire, I switch to earth. And I just focus on dodging attacks, and I dive in every so often, just in case he turns to the earth thing. When he can be damaged by the sword, I go into boost mode, and I wail on it as much as possible, and that's when I actually get really good damage in. Just repeat that as necessary. Just focus on dodging more than attacking, and it should be fine. This was probably one of the hardest bosses for me, though, because I had to really learn the pattern. But yeah, use boost to your advantage here. The boost ability when your bar is filled, which it should be just about any time during a boss fight. And use the earth power to get through attacks that you couldn't dodge otherwise. See you next time.
For that Spidery One. Everyone who enjoyed that little thing, please do check out Spidery One's channel, as I really did appreciate that. So, with that off to one side, I'd like to actually show you what that looked like to her. As you'll notice, I actually grayscaled it. I wanted to do that on purpose because look at this picture. Now look at this picture. To her, those are exactly the same. Now take a look at this picture and this picture. I could have just did this, but I wanted you to see how she actually pulled it off so that you could really appreciate it, because that's a show of gaming talent right there. Like, I'm not kidding. He's not an easy boss anyway, but add into that this level of difficulty that Falcom never anticipated, and really, you've got yourself an impressive gamer. So, that said, what's next for us here on this channel? Well, East 4 for the SNES, Mask of the Sun will be my next game in the series. I also plan to do Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistrals, also for the SNES. I want to prove that I can do a menu-based RPG excitingly, or at least good. It's not just a menu-based RPG though, it's also a puzzle game in the vein of Legend of Zelda, and it's very interesting, and it's got a great soundtrack. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Felghana series, watching it as much as I enjoyed creating it for you, and I hope you have yourself an absolutely, positively wonderful day. Thank you for watching.